Right, ladies and gentlemen, I'll have to talk fairly quickly to do this book justice. It's a fascinating 1854, very scarce book of travels in North America and partially in Canada as well. I'll get onto that in a moment. The condition is, as you can see, basically disbound. It was originally a fine binding, as you see. Actually, the front and back covers are in decent condition, but the front cover is loose. The end papers, both front, back, inside and outside, have become sort of oxidized in a curious way like that. The sort of black oxidization of some sort. The spine is missing half its label, but basically the text block of the book is fine, tight, nicely gilt, and fairly clean. So it's sort of partially disbound, but the text block is ripe for rebinding. And the book is quite simply called Things as They Are in America by William Chambers, published by William and Robert Chambers, London and Edinburgh, 1854. I presume it might be the same William Chambers. Basically, William Chambers was a young man who had to travel for health reasons, and he decided to embark on a trip to America, traveling around, just simply noting what he saw. And the book has a wonderful, fresh feel of, he explains his situation there, traveling to America for health reasons, and simply to see what he could see. And the book is a fascinating account of his journeys. He travels to Nova Scotia, Boston to Montreal, Montreal, Quebec, Ontario to Niagara, Toronto, so the first part of it is in Canada, then to Ohio, Cincinnati, where are we? New York, Boston, Lowell, Rhode Island, Washington, Richmond in Virginia. There's an account of Congress and how it works. Philadelphia. There's a whole section on railways, telegraphs, and other things, and then general observations about American character and life. It's incredibly vivid. He took notebooks with him and just wrote down everything he saw, and he writes in this wonderfully descriptive style. There's a fantastic sort of, 12-page account of the Cunard, very early Cunard liner trip. There's a repaired page there, across the Atlantic, very detailed about the arrangements of the ship, the meals, the staff on the ship, the crew rather, the cow that they keep for milk, a very detailed account of a Cunard cross-channel journey, and then an amazing account of a slave auction, again, 10, 12 odd pages of this very moving, very dispassionate account of a slave auction, which is not quite as you would expect. So, slave auction in great detail, American cities, life in cities, people he met, and so on, so on. It's a scarce book. On the 140 million Abe Books, 140 volume Abe Books antiquarian book site, there are currently 2 copies of this book. They're £84 and £162. It's that kind of book. Fascinating. Sorry I had to rush, but there we go. Thanks. Bye.